Hey there, my fellow base builders, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Survival Fountain of Youth. Episode 14, Better Storage. So what I'm trying to do now, even though it's taken a while, is like grab as much copper as I'm really ever going to need so I don't have to continue on copper runs. Saving myself the future time. I did just go through my last copy though, so I'm going to have to be a little cognizant of the amount of additional mining I do. Probably shatter if you used it. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Unless it was a fantasy game, right? Like I'm thinking about like Oblivion's and Skyrim's like glass armor. It's like, yeah, but it was magic glass. One could also make the argument it was like sapphire or something, you know, some like special glass. All right, I have enough for 7 ingots, and I think what I'll do is disassemble this one, make one more pick, drop the rest of the weight, go fill up my inventory, and then get gone. Ooh, I also like crafting 6, which gives me a survival point. So that might be enough for the next survival point requirement. I'll take a look in just a sec. Yep. Now I can make Puma potions. So the next one would allow me to make bird potions, which is infinite concentration. I have 33 out of 52 carry weight. So yeah, I have enough for like 2 more ingots for 8 total, or 2 more pieces for like 8 total ingots. This is probably not a good use of my stamina, but whatever. I'll probably have to come back here if I want to start distilling alcohol too, because I have not been picking up the prickly pears. But I think you guys, chat, you guys are right that it was a very good use of my time to build the still, because it hasn't rained once since I got here. You know, relying on rainwater, not super reliable. Okay, I can't fully pick it out. I can only have 1 more ingot, but 1 more ingot doesn't actually get me, because it requires 2 smelts into one nugget or whatever. So I'm not going to go and do that just this moment. One thing I could do, not you, is grab the fat. I think I have enough tegu hide. I'll get 1 more tegu hide just in case. But grab the fat off these critters that I can turn into lamp oil. There's also a recipe for, I haven't made salt yet, but the solar still is also allows you to make salt. Oh, well, whatever. I'm encumbered, but I'm close to the boat. So once you obtain salt for the first time, it also unlocks recipes of like salted lard and other ways to preserve food, so that you don't have to constantly hunt, which is really nice to make large batch food. And away we are. That was, because of fast travel and all that, that was a lot less of a pain than the previous trip, I think. Cheers, Brim. Farming leveled up, which means something. Oh yeah, the Fajoa is ready to go. All right, what was I gonna do? So let's start by making copper. Okay, that's lit. And for the actual still that I want to make, it requires a copper tank. And a copper tank, if we take a look over here, requires 2 copper ingots. So I'm going to need to do that twice. I think while I'm here, I need more storage space. So there is no organization at all to speak of, but I'm just like dumping things because I just need to. If you vote for organization, I will absolutely commit to that. Well, you haven't yet, so... Alright. This box here is my only, like, quote-unquote refrigerated box, so I'm just pulling everything that is not perishable out of it. So I can put perishables exclusively in it. Alright, there we go. I kind of wish that the durability meters and the perish meters were like different colors so that you could very easily differentiate between the two. Because, you know, durability is this like... Or have it on the other side or something. That would make a lot of sense. But as it is now, it's like kind of hard to tell whether it's... you know, if it's perishable or if it's, you know, if it's, breaking. So here's the second ingot. And then the other piece of this recipe here, for this copper tank, or for rather the still, is ropes made of skin. So I should prepare that as well. How do we vote for organization? I will add it to the list. So the next time it comes up in the poll, you'll see it. So ropes made of skin requires leather, or a dried hide, rather. And I don't think I have any available, so I'll have to dry some more. Mindsteddle, thank you for the resub. Yep, I didn't have any. So, that will be another, you know, 14 hours. Oh well. So now that I have the ingots, I can make the tank. I'm going to need to put 2 pieces of coal in, because one piece won't last long enough. And also have a hammer on hand to hammer out the tank. This hammer is looking pretty worse for wear, so I'm probably going to repair that first. Oh man, the max durability of this hammer sucks. So that's another issue, is that that hammer is breaking on me pretty badly. Light it up. And hammer it away. There we go. So I have the copper tank now. And the copper tank is also what I used to make the improved tanner. So it's not the first one I've made. And I'm going to set up the solar still. Let's put it next to the farm. And farming level 2 means that the coffee is ready to pick too. So I got 4 coffee beans off that plant. And I'm going to start drying them for more coffee. And then the feijoa, which I can turn into, like, the energy drinks. But I don't have the other reagents for that. It's feijoa and akako, I think? No. What is it? Let me check. The berry. Yeah, akako fruit. Also water, but I don't have water, so that's kind of moot. Just thinking about trying to fulfill up my food and water. For water, I might actually have to rely on coconuts or something, because I'm kind of out of most other sources, or collecting fruit that would be good for water. So the way these work is, once they're adult size, they will yield more harvest as time goes on, but you can fertilize them to speed up the next time that they can be harvested. And then, of course, you can upgrade it so that you can have a larger water pool to be able to grow more things. So the only thing I'm waiting for is the dried hide to dry, and then I can make this solar still. I have a little bit more water in there, but the last piece of leather armor that I want to make is the hood. Oh, yeah, no, okay, I have the leather, I have everything for that. Okay, so next priority is going to be up to you guys, now that I'm about to get the hood. Oh, I need one more tendon, though. I think. Yep, I need one more tendon. Okie dokie. So we'll go tendon hunting. Where the closest jackals are... So I've basically killed everything else that would give me tendons. I need, maybe this boar is the closest. So I'll go to that boar, which is due east. Seeing the popular choice of organize, I am probably going to... Well, so there's a choice there, actually. Where there's a follow-up poll, if that wins, that I'll ask you guys about. As you'll understand soon. Oh, good. These long sticks are ready to collect. You know what? While I have daylight, because tendons don't weigh there very much. Oh, there goes daylight. Because long sticks are used to make chests, which is good for organization. Oh my god, I cannot fight today. I came this way because there was also orange trees, and that's going to help fill up my, my water requirement needs. Reminds me of, like, soccer practice when I was a kid. How that is a universal thing, I don't understand. But, you know, that you bring orange slices to a soccer game. I guess it's pretty good. You know, it's like electrolytes, refreshing, probably better than Gatorade. I suppose I understand. Alright, organization is the next task once I have my hood. You guys got tired of me rifling through a bunch of random boxes. I get it. There it is. Might as well take fat while I'm here. It's a very fancy arch. I have no idea how you'd make that IRL. That thing looks complicated. I have to carve it out of the stone that existed there. Man, that would be a lot of work. Stop hurting me! Stop it! Instead of taking more coffee, I think I'm going to sleep. Given my injuries, I might as well just regen some of my health. So I need to finish up the solar still. You can see it's like neon glowing up there. Make the hood. And then we'll make some extra boxes and organize. So I usually like to have like a tool chest. A few designated chests for like heavy items. Like the rocks and ore and things like that. We'll get that going. Pen and thread first. I need to get my needles. Which, you know, if I was organized, I'd know where they are, but I'm not. And get the hood going. Boom! Now I have a full set. My food and water is full, so I'll be able to recover, and I'll just sleep a little extra to regen all of my energy. Nice. I'm glad fresh hide doesn't have decay timers. That'd definitely make things a little bit more difficult. So the leather hood is done. I have a full set of leather. The next up was finishing the still. So for that I need rope made of skin. Bring this over. And I need a hammer to finish it. Done. So the way this works, and I just gained survival points for it, so I'm going to have you guys choose next survival point. But the way this works is you fill it with salt water, and over time, it separates the salt water out. You know, it evaporates the salt water, the water, and then collects it so that it becomes fresh water. It's not fast, but it is slow and reliable. So the best thing I could do, actually, so let's get that that flask. I don't have a clay flask. That would be the nicest flask. Maybe I want to make a clay flask. I'm kind of tired of... So Tegu flask would be the best, but I don't know how to make Tegu leather yet. Tegu leather is would require an excellent tanner bench. So that would require a wooden plank. But I don't like having to click a bajillion times, opening and closing. So I'm going to make the decision here to make a clay flask so I don't have to keep moving water slow. I'd rather do it quicker. So I'm gonna fire up a pot here so that my water carry capacity is 25, not 10 or 15 like it was before. So I'll be fired in 44 minutes, and it wouldn't hurt to prepare some more hides in the meantime. I might be able to make a teepee or a leather backpack for survival points. You know, there's some options here. Ten coffee beans, good. So here's the flask. Just fire pot, rope. Easy enough. And now I can look at the water And this is another reason why living really close to the ocean's nice, is it makes it very easy to collect salt water. I kind of wish you could, well, you can hold, actually, maybe holding is best. For small quantities, it's better to click, but for large quantities, I guess it's better to hold. And this will slowly turn the salt water into fresh water. On sunny days. It only works during the day on open sun. So that is the one caveat. Whereas the fuel distiller doesn't have any problems. So when you're placing it down, make sure that the location features have sun that isn't blocked. Because if the sun's blocked, like here in the shade, it won't work. So putting it where, maybe I'll even put it like closer to the beach, where it can't get blocked from the shade of the Feijoa tree. Because that would sort of not be good. I do have a little bit more water in here, but I'm going to leave that there for like dehydrating emergencies. Alright, looks like you guys want alchemistry again. So that will unlock the bird potion. My 2 cents, not that I'm going to go against you, is the buffalo, snake, and puma are really nice. The bird, I don't find is all that useful. I'll save up for it. You guys voted for it. But infinite concentration, I don't find is like that helpful because you regenerate concentration so quickly. Whereas the puma for infinite stamina, the buffalo for massive amounts of healing, and then the snake for freezing your food, water, and hydration needs are far more useful IMO. So you guys voted for organization, and I think I am going to make an executive decision call here to organize where I upgrade my carpentry workbench so that I can have access to better chests. Rather than to make a bajillion low-level chests, I'd rather make a fewer high-level chests. So, let me update the priority here. Upgrade carpentry. And then organize. You feel like my home's starting to get small? It will, yeah, I mean, I get that. I don't feel like I've outgrown it, though. I don't mind the clutter. If you mind the clutter, like, I'm sorry. It doesn't bother me. So in order to upgrade the carpentry workbench, which is now, I think, the bottleneck for most of my next upgrades, I just need a piece of copper. And I collected all that copper from Copper Island for this, pretty much this very purpose. So, the upgraded carpentry workbench here requires 2 copper ingots and split log. Oh, why did I bring it all the way over here if I don't have a split log? I'm gonna have to bring it back. And then, once I have that, that allows me to... That gives me access to wooden planks, which allows me to upgrade my farm. It allows me to upgrade my boxes. It allows me to upgrade, like, a whole bunch of stuff. So it is the current bottleneck. Oh, before I run off to cut down a tree, I ought to have a saw. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop at my deep... Oh, actually, it looks like there's some... I was gonna run out to those trees, but it looks like some of the trees over here have regrown that I can cut down. But I wanted some date juice. And the tree still has lots of juice. Once the tree runs out of juice, you can remove the collector and, like, switch it over to a different one. Okay, split log. Got my split logs. I know it's extraordinarily silly the way I'm using the carpentry workbench. The reason is, and I know I mentioned this before, but with the cart that hauls logs, you can't move at full speed. The logs themselves weigh a lot, but the split logs don't weigh as much. So it's a little bit more efficient to just like move the carpentry workbench where you need it, even if it looks extraordinarily silly. Which, admittedly, it does. I get that. Okay, so that's the copper I need for the workbench. So I'll start the upgrade, and I need one more ingot to finish it. Skin dryers need a bit, some time. Let's see if my... Well, we really didn't have a lot of sunlight. So yeah, one of the salt water has evaporated, but it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. So the output tank has 30 water and 5 sea salt. But it's been nighttime most of the time, so it's not like we've made progress there yet. So the reason I wanted to upgrade the carpentry workbench is I'll be able to start to make like copper chests. One of the big things about the copper chests is it can accommodate a lot more weight and also quintuples food preservation time. So I wanted to organize, but I also wanted to not just have my food kept in like leaf boxes. The leaf boxes double your preservation time. So, you know, I figured let's make better use of my my priorities of organization. I'm also going to grab everything in here that I don't need to be in the boat. But yeah, I agree with you guys. It's organization has been a long time coming because my base is a mess. I don't deny that. "27 minutes. Well, let's go to sleep for an hour. And I think to build this I need... Oh, an axe. Okay. I'm a little too far from my torchlight. I actually wonder if I added a window here. I might be able to design it so that the torch is like near a window so that it casts better light out into my workshop area. I might consider that for future upgrade. So now with this built, I can make wooden planks. And with the added wooden planks... I need to make a wooden plank for the first time, but I'll be able to have a lot more crafting opportunities. So let's get our first wooden plank just so I can show you. So in terms of overcrowding your base, when I play survival games, I generally don't make like an expansive large base. I don't like spending my time, a lot of my time resource gathering for things to be spacious when I won't use the space, I guess. And my saw broke. Of course it did. I had 19 out of the 20 points on my saw that I needed. I might want to make an obsidian saw. Well, let's see if I can scrounge up some piece of stone from the... somewhere. I don't see any stone. Ah, fine. Well, I guess... I think I have an obsidian saw somewhere in the base, so I'll go fetch it. Should have planned better. Also, the air is an indicator that my torch is about to break too. Torches are pretty easy to make and also repair. You just repair them with lamp oil, which is just like processed fat. Oh, I have 1 clean water now. No salt yet, but 1 clean water. It's slow. It's slow, but it's one of those, you fill it up, you come back like a few days later, and you'll have a lot of water. Or some water, at least. I'm pretty sure I did the obsidian saw, because the campsite here at the bay had an obsidian saw, and I don't think I threw it away. Oh yeah, it's right here. If I was organized, I would know where it is. So with these new wooden planks, I can make large wooden boxes, quadruple the food preservation time, carry up to 100 weight units, the copper chests for quintuple, and 400 weight units, the improved farm, the excellent tanner workbench, which is kind of a big deal, because that allows me to make the tegu flasks and special animal skin stuff, and the better log carts. It also is one of the ingredients for the catamaran, which is a better sea vessel. But for that, I need seaweed fabric, which I haven't found. I could definitely go out to find. And then also the solid ship repair kit if I made copper nails. I haven't made copper nails yet. But you can see that it leads to a lot of things. So this was really nice to have. I'm going to leave my carpentry workbench out here, because there's a bunch more trees, and obviously it's where I'm going to want it. But let's go and start to organize. Finally, right? So I'll probably need to smelt up some additional copper. I want a copper chest for my food so it doesn't spoil. So that will be the first thing I do, because it takes a while to smelt. And I think I'm almost out of charcoal too, so I'll have to fire up the charcoal pile too. I don't want to add the wooden planks for fuel. Yep. So now I'm making copper and charcoal. The other thing that I could consider is placing foundations so that my things aren't floating. Like, so that they're on foundations. I don't know. And I think I'm going to do that. Going to make that choice. So that I have, like, a deck. So that I'm not relying on a perfectly flat surface for placing things down. So that means I need a hammer, builder kit, and a stone. Oh, where's my hammer? Oh, organization. I know. For real, where is the hammer? Oh, it's in my inventory. Oh my god. There is another new tier of, if you're wondering, there's a new tier, or a higher tier of buildings as well. But I haven't gotten ironwood in order to unlock it yet. So maybe what I'll do is like a wraparound porch or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. What I was hoping to do is to put some of the newer chests and other objects that I interact with on here, so that it looks nicer too. But you can't have stuff in your boxes when you set up new ones. So it's gonna be a minute. So we'll, let's start a copper chest. And I think a copper chest would make the most sense here in the kitchen. Right? Put the food next to the food maker. And I'll probably also want a small chest. Just a small box, whatever they're called, box. Box of branches. And this is just going to be for sticks for firewood. So that, maybe I'll put it next to this. So I don't have to, I have a dedicated place for the things that I burn for fires. I don't have to go digging around for, hey, where is my firewood? Alright. Run around and collect these small sticks and stick them in the dedicated box. Really? I only have 4? That doesn't sound right to me. 27. Yeah, that sounds more right. Like it. And the game allows you, like, gives you a really wide range for collection, so you don't need to be standing next to something. So it doesn't really matter how close I am to it. Nudge this a little deeper into the corner if I can help it. Come on. You were green. Just go green again. Ah, forget it. I'll leave it where it is. I think I'm out of coal. Well, whatever. Obsidian saw is just about broken. I'm going to repair it. But here's my new food chest. So take all and place all. Fantastic. So that's going to keep my my food fresh a lot longer. Yep, of course I got a stomach ache. And then the sticks next to it will make it a lot easier to light fires without having to, like, dig through my inventory and try to figure out where the reagents are. Alright, the next chest I would want is probably medicine. A lot of these workbenches don't really need to be indoors. Most of the stuff doesn't really need to be indoors. And the stuff out here on the docks, like, don't make sense either. So, one of the things I want to do is, like, slowly start to move my storages outside and, like, next to one another so I don't have to run around like a madman to try to figure out where everything is stored. So, I think I probably want more foundations before I start committing to putting things to where they are going to be placed. Meaning, let's grab the saw, make sure I have durability on my axe, which I kind of don't. So I'll grab another obsidian piece and go out and cut some additional builder kits so that I can do more organization. Am I out of obsidian? That might be too... I'm out of obsidian. That's a slight problem. Little hiccup. No, I have one. Okay, cool. Oh, and I'm gonna need coffee. Because I don't really want to go to sleep right now, but my character's about to go to sleep anyway. So... I think in the green chest, because it's like unique looking, I'll have that as my like toolbox. So for tools, I'll put them all in there, and then everything else will just be general storage, but like thematic. And maybe I'll also place boxes next to, like, so a box next to the smelter specifically for, you know, coal, things like that. Oh, I don't have my fire starter. Of course I'd forget. I'll just risk injury. I don't want to go all the way back. And I'm injured. It's fine. Oh, also, the axe is broken. The max durability of the axe is kind of suffering, so I probably shouldn't repair it another time. I'll just make a new one. So at some point I'll have to make a run out to go get, obsidian. There we go. We have a bunch of builder kits. The other thing I'm going to need with the builder kits is stone, because each foundation that you lay down requires stone as well. I have a few stones in the base, but not nearly enough to add enough foundations for support. Thank you for tuning in to Survival Fountain of Youth, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel, made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow explorers.